Good morning and welcome back. We're here with Sharon Anderson to talk a little bit about our August books of the month. So what do we have first for our children? What would be a good book to read?
Okay, well, all of the books that I brought today have a bus theme somehow. I thought school buses, it's almost bus season.
Yes.
And this is a great story. It's called The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise, and it's by Dan Gemmenhart. And it's a story of Coyote and her dad who are on the road together in a bus that they've converted. Mom passed away a little while back, and Coyote and her father are basically running from their grief. And Coyote gets a message from her grandmother that they're digging up a park to put in a high-rise, and she wants to go back because she and her mom had buried a treasure box there. So she's got to trick her dad into making this trip back to a place he swore he never wants to be again because there's too much pain. But it's along the way, while Coyote is driving the map and getting them where she wants to go in a rather circuitous route, her dad picks up a lot of passengers along the way. So it's a story of found family. It's a story of real family. It's a story of hope and a great journey.
It sounds like a sweet book. So what do we have next for our teens?
I brought a Rainbow Roll book, one of my favorite teen authors. This is called Eleanor and Park, and this story starts on a school bus. Eleanor and Park are both riding together on the bus, and he notices that she's looking over his shoulder and reading the comic book that he has next to him. Ultimately, they end up sharing the earbuds, they share the comic books, and they share the struggles of their teen lives. And Park has a great home life, Eleanor does not. But it's a wonderful story of finding friends who will help you no matter what.
I feel like that could be a really good book for teens to relate to.
It is a great book. And Rainbow Roll is a great author. She writes such wonderfully diverse characters and is so good at writing about relationships. And that's all about what's happening during those teen years. So
that's wonderful. And so what about for the adults?
For the adults, I'm recently retired and I picked up this wonderful book about the Grand Tour, Travels with My Elders. And it's a story about a young man whose mother, or grandmother rather, books a bus tour. And when he hears what they're going to be doing and all the places they're going to go and the wonderful meals that are catered, he thinks, well, I want to bus with these people too. So he signs up. But there's a huge generation gap. And he learns, even at the ripe old age of early adulthood, that there's still an awful lot to learn. And he learns it from some of these wonderful, quirky characters that he meets on the Grand Tour. If you enjoyed movies like The Best Exotic Marigold Motel, if you like memoirs, this is a great, great story.
That's awesome. And so for all of these books, are these books available on Kindle and that such? I know that you guys, the library, does that as well, where you don't have to just, get the book as a hard copy. You can get it right on your device.
Well, I know the children's book and the teen book are available through Libby. I'm not sure about the Grand Tour, but I know we have it at the library because that's where I got my copy.
Yeah, most definitely. And so, these books are all perfect, like you said, for the start of school. They have a common theme of buses. Are you guys is the library generally busier when the school starts, or is it kind of slowed down because kids are back in school?
It ebbs and flows at the library. June and July. June's really busy, summer reading. July's settling down a little. August is vacation time, and September everybody's back at it. Because back to school means back to homework, and the library's there to help.
Yeah, so then people, if they haven't ever been to the library, they should definitely check it out. It's such a great resource.
Oh, most definitely. And we now have that wonderful agreement with Riverside so that everyone can get a Cape Girardeau Public Library card if they're anywhere in the county. So that's wonderful.
That is wonderful. And if you don't have one, definitely go get one because, like I said, such a great resource. Well, Sharon, thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate it. We'll be back in just a few minutes.